that kind of generation really made a huge mark on me.
This is a true story that happened in my town. So this one Wednesday is like a normal day for the whole school. But today was different.
It takes bigger risks. It has bigger set pieces. It's got, way more characters to kind of track throughout, and it has a bigger mystery at the heart of it. So I don't know. It just feels like an escalation in almost every way.
Every other class had all their kids. But Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty. And you know why? Because the night before, at 2:17 in the morning, every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And they never came back.
I like to just kind of start writing and just let the story come to me. I don't think through the story, and I first started writing Julia's character, that character, and I kind of came to a natural end of her little story, and then I knew, I can't tell her story without telling Josh's character story, so I just moved on to him, and then I was like, this is what the movie wants to be. It wants to be these vignettes.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom? Why only hers?
Where are our children?
Everyone has to put the whole movie on their shoulders, right? And so, look, I knew Julia could do this. She's just such a diamond. I knew she had it in her. Josh is a movie star. I don't need to explain why I got Josh. Alden, I have been such a fan of Alden from Hail Caesar. I just thought he was, what he did in that movie was so amazing to me, and I just couldn't believe it didn't rocket him into being top of the mountain forever. So I was just so hungry to get him. And then Austin Abrams also, he's this actor that I saw in this movie Brad Status that Mike White made. It was like a two-hander with him and Ben Stiller, and he was so young. He was like a teenager, and he was so confident and understated, and he just stole the movie. And for a teenager to be able to just lazily steal a movie from Ben, I was like, oh my God, this guy's a miracle. So I knew I wanted him.
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some distance from this place.
What scares me is in the movie. I try and put what scares me in. But I think for me it's there's the Shining. You got the twins in the hallway. And why is that so scary? It's not a jump scare. It's just awful. And so I'm trying to always, where can I find something awful that isn't startling, but is just arresting? You could look at the image with the sound off, you could freeze frame it, and the more you look at it, the worse it would get. So it's hard to do that. I think I'm trying to do that in a couple of moments in this movie, in the woods where James is in the woods and he sees what he sees, or the image of the impossible thing floating above the house, which maybe is not so scary, but it's unnerving. So I'm drawn to horror that is horrible in the quiet moments as opposed to the big loud pops. My generation, so the late 90s to the early aughts was where I just the die was cast for me, So that to me is Paul Thomas Anderson, Coen Brothers, David Fincher, that kind of generation really made a huge mark on me.
Matthew, where are you? Where did you go?
Larkin and Tom and I talked a lot about Gregory Crewdson, the photographer, and we, and we talked about Mayor of Easttown, this very real, authentic, lived-in town that did not feel glamorous at all and felt warts and all, and there's clutter and there's extension cords, where they shouldn't be, and that kind of a thing. So that felt great. I just wanted it to feel like everything was on location, even though we did some stage work. I wanted it to just feel like lived in.
This is where the story really starts.